Today is 7-pot day. We'll see how I get along with this. What I have here are a 7-pot burgundy next to a 7-pot Savannah next to a 7-pot Jonah, and the golf ball's just there to give you a size aspect. This one, first up, is a 7-pot burgundy, and I've been wanting to try one of these for a little while now. You see what a great colour this is and how that compares to a normal red pod. And shockingly, it's the same colour inside. In fact, we have a little pepper that germinated from one of the seeds on the inside as well. So it's not an especially oily looking thing. And get the lights, there we go, it's better. There's plenty of placenta in there. I don't really see too much in the way of oil deposits. Maybe just in the bottom right hand corner there. It has a little bit of an aroma to it. It's not really very strong, but it smells like a 7-pot. What a surprise. Hi, this is Nigel Carter. I'm back in the kitchen for another pod review, and today we have one that I've been looking forward to for a while. This is a 7-pot burgundy from Brian Holmes at ghostpepperstore.com. I think you'd see in the preamble bit what a different colour it is, and it's a fair sized pod, but nothing outrageous. Here's the special visible on video golf ball. I really do use these. They're great. So not golf ball sized, but not a bad size. So 7-pot burgundy. It's nice and sweet. Very thick, juicy walls. Nice 7-pot flavour too. It's a much rounder flavour. It really does taste like halfway between a red and a brown. I think I like this more than the red and more than the brown. So the sweetness has all faded away now, and we've got a slight greenish flavour to it, but a very tiny little bell peppery flavour to it too, like a sweet, a yellow bell or something like that. It's an interesting one. I think those really thick walls are very unlike 7-pots, and it's starting to heat up a bit. Starting to heat up a lot. Nice tasting pepper though, I like that one. Yeah, and the heat's, oh boy, heat's coming on like a train. And it's all in the back of my tongue at the moment. A little bit into the back of my throat, but mainly the back of my tongue, around the sides of my tongue. And it's hot. I have lots of heat going down my esophagus. I can finally trace the bowl that's going down. Tons and tons of drool again. Nice flavour. Not as strong a flavour as most 7-pots I've had. I like 7-pot flavour, but I know it puts some people off. This would be a really good 7-pot to try if you're not that familiar, or not that fond of the 7-pot flavour. There's other flavours in there, and it's very pleasant. A milder pepper for flavour, but a little bit different than most 7-pots. And the heat's still coming on. It's now going into the back of my throat. It's sat on the top of my tongue now. It's moved forward onto the top of my tongue as well. And my lips are a little bit sore. Feel a bit swollen, and my cheeks around my gums again. There was a lot of juice in that pepper. I think that's why I was coughing to start with, because the walls are so thick. And I'm starting to heat up very nicely, but that's a hot pepper. Don't get me wrong, it's a very hot pepper, but it's a really nice burn. It's a pretty mellow burn. To go along with the mellow flavour. That's a very nice pepper. I do like that one. And it's still building. It's pretty hot. I'm really starting to sweat buckets now. Oh. So the tip of my tongue is now really, really hot. And my lips as well. There's a lot of drool. I feel like I'm swallowing every 5 seconds. But it's peaked, just peaked, and seems to be shrinking away quite quickly. Never really went into the back of my throat much. The initial back of the throat, I think, was because it was so thick-walled and juicy, and the juice ran down the back of my throat. It's all mouth burn now. All around my mouth, top of my mouth, top of my tongue especially, all around my gum line, underneath my tongue. But it's a very pleasant burn. Very mellow. Again, mellow flavour, mellow smell, mellow burn. That's a pretty mellow pepper. Yeah, and as it dies down, it's not really leaving much in the way of pain behind. It's just very hot and is dying down at a fair rate. Never really lost the flavour. The flavour's really starting to come to the fore now. I've heard people say that these taste a little bit caramelly. I don't get that at all. But then this is the only one I've ever had. Yeah, it's a really nice burn. Very mellow, very, very hot, but no pain involved. That's what I mean by mellow. I would say there's a slight hint of vanilla to this one again, like the Primo, but not as much as the Primo. And all the flavours are just 7-pot but rounded, a tad milder, but still there. But yeah, if you're not too keen on 7-pot flavour, but you still want to try a really hot 7-pot, 7-pot burgundy is your one. That's the one to get. I don't really pick up any fruit flavours, but there's a very slight undercurrent that's sort of tobacco-y in a way, like the Douglas had that tobacco-y smell to it, and sort of underlying flavour. Yeah, very much so. And I assume that the burgundy is a red mixed with a bit of brown in terms of the way that the pepper gets its colour. And I'll let that die down a bit and then perhaps attack one of these other ones. So this is Nigel Carter saying thanks for watching. That was the 7-pot burgundy. Really great pepper, and I'll see you later. Oh, all right, so here we have the aftermath report for 7-pot burgundy, and this one is also sitting just fine. I have no issues. It's around 20 minutes since I ate it, and I can still taste the flavor. I think the longer it goes on, the more I actually do detect a little bit of a caramel hint, but without the sweetness. There's just that sort of undercurrent of slightly burned sugar, but not in a bad way. So sitting fine, as I say. I have no problems with it. It's an absolutely great pepper, delicious, really nice pepper, and I heartily recommend those. But then, have I found one yet that I don't heartily recommend? I suspect not. But still, a very nice pepper. I do get the sort of burnt caramelly undertone now. It's a little bit like flan, that kind of caramelly undertone with a touch of vanilla to it. So, what can I say? Peppers that taste like flan. Who would have thought it? All right, I'll see you again soon. Bye.